Hello and welcome to the talkSPORT Cup, where fans from across the country battle it out in a test of football trivia. We started with a pair of fans from each of the top 64 clubs in the country, but only 2 teams will make it all the way to the final for the chance to play for £1,000 and this trophy. There it is, Max Rushton. He's got his hands all over it. He refuses to clean it. I'm Charlie Baker, and over there is the talkSPORT Cup fact machine, Angelina Kelly. Hello, Angelina.
Hey, Charlie.
Today's fixture is a first round tie between Fulham and Southampton. So let's meet the teams. Representing Fulham, we have Joe and Luke. Good to see you, gents. How are we doing?
Yeah, not bad at all, thanks.
Very nice. Nice to be a Fulham fan, isn't it? You're a long way up from Kevin Keegan, John Tigana, Kit Simons. Roy Hodgson. Have I missed anyone out?
Well, Marcus Silva currently is probably arguably our best.
Had some dodgy ones in there as well. Lois Sanchez.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Martin Yole.
For a bit, yeah.
Scott Parker.
Yeah.
Scott Parker, obviously.
Don't talk about Scott Parker.
Yeah, he was there for a bit. He likes the 1-0, doesn't he, Scott Parker?
Yeah, he was awful for us, so we don't like him.
Not for you.
Not for us. Not for us.
But Silva, what a job he's done. Fantastic. Do you fear losing him?
Don't want to talk about it, really.
Don't want to talk about it. Okay,
let's talk about it. Let's go.
Typical Fulham fans, they will say what they want and then that's it. Absolutely, yeah. And then playing for Southampton, we have Charlie and Rob. Charlie, Rob, good to see you. Southampton.
See you.
Forever a Premier League team and then suddenly not.
Yeah, it's been tough.
Did you come up a bit too soon? Do you think you came up a bit too soon to the Premier League?
Way too soon. Shouldn't have won that playoff. Would have been much better.
Should have thrown it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Should have
Leaves
just
me the pity, don't
had
you?
the day out. Had another nice time in the Championship. I often ask who's the greatest player of all time for Southampton, but I don't think we need to ask. Not for Southampton. I don't ask other teams about Southampton. I ask other teams about their team, but I don't think we need to really ask about Southampton, do we?
Well, Letizia, I suppose. Yeah. Ricky Lambert for me.
Ricky Lambert, of course. Yeah, great player. Same for you, Rob?
Yeah, I'd probably say Tadic is up there. Pella as well. It's a brilliant team, that one.
Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, but we're not here for fun. We're here for football, so let's get on with the quiz. The first round is the home advantage round. Each team will get 3 home questions about the club they support and 3 away questions, which could be about anything. 1 point for a correct answer. They are allowed to confer. But if they get the answer wrong, it goes over and can be stolen by the other team. Let's get on with the quiz. Fulham, coming to you first. Your first home question. Who scored Fulham's first ever goal in the Premier League in 2001?
Come on.
I think it's Louis Saha.
It is.
Yes,
Louis
Joe.
Saha. You're off the mark.
Massive.
Excellent.
What a
Angelina?
And that was a 3-2 defeat to Manchester United.
Could have told you that.
It might be a question later on. You never know. Southampton, this is your first home question. Who were the opponents and what was the scoreline in Southampton's highest scoring league draw in the 23-24 season?
Norwich.
Oh, yeah.
4-4. Yeah.
Norwich
It was
4-4.
Norwich 4-4. Excellent. It was there
great
in the
shot.
depths of your mind. Angelina?
Do you know who scored the 97th minute penalty?
Adam Armstrong.
It was.
Yes. No extra point.
No.
Just Angelina testing you out for no reason. Fulham, your first away question. What was Wigan Athletic Stadium called for sponsorship reasons when it first opened in 1999 until 2009?
JJB.
It was the JJB Stadium. Let's have a look. Very nice. Southampton, your first away question. What is Barnsley's ground called?
Oakwell.
It is Oakwell. Fulham, your second home question. Which club did Marco Silva manage immediately before he moved to England in 2017?
Astoria?
It's not Astoria. Coming over to you, Southampton. Any ideas?
Guimarães.
Nope. It was Olympiacos.
Oh.
There we are. Did you know that?
He whispered that to
No,
me.
but I
Whispered it to you, there we are.
I wasn't
There we
sure.
are.
Yeah, I thought it was
Whispering doesn't
Portuguese
count, I'm
somewhere,
afraid.
yeah. I know.
Say it out loud on first. Here we go. Southampton, your second home question. Who scored the last hat-trick for Southampton in the Premier League in 2016?
Sadio Mane.
Got to be.
Yeah. Sadio Mane.
It was Sadio Mane. OK, Fulham, this is your second away question. Which Scottish club have played their home matches at Hampden Park?
Hibs.
It's not Hibs. We move over to Southampton, see if they've got a guess.
Queen's Park.
It is Queen's
Oh, that's
Park.
naughty.
Nice
Good knowledge,
answer.
lads. Good
And
knowledge.
there is Hampden. Southampton, your second away question. Which Scottish club's ground is Starks Park?
Yeah, go for it.
St Johnstone.
It's not St Johnstone. Comes over to you, Fulham.
Can we go with Kilmarnock?
It is not Kilmarnock. It is Wraith Rovers. There it is, Starks Park. Fulham, your third and final home question. Who did Fulham beat in the quarter-finals of the last season's Football League Cup?
Bristol City.
It was not Bristol City. It goes over to you, Southampton.
Everton.
It was Everton. Out the back. Bang.
it was, yeah.
Wow. What an answer
was that a
from you,
guess?
Rob. Brilliant. There we are, look, doing the penalty shootout.
That's how you scored the winning
Excellent.
There we are. OK, Southampton, your third home question. Who was Saints' first manager from outside the British Isles?
Pochettino.
It was not Pochettino. Comes over to you, Fulham.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't know. It would be a bad guess.
John Nothing is, but he's not the answer. Jan Portvilliet. No one, even the Southampton fans, have never heard of it. Shows you how hard the... Ange, do you have anything for us on Jan?
Yeah, so he took charge in 2008 but didn't last a year in the job.
There we are. Putting the paw in Portvilliet. Fulham, your final away question. Who was Germany's captain when they won the World Cup in 2014? Who was Germany's captain when they won the World Cup in 2014?
I'll trust you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't have anything else.
It was, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think it was
I don't know.
Schweinsteiger.
It was not Schweinsteiger. Goes over to you, Southampton.
Lahm.
It was Philip Lahm.
I'm so sorry.
We've done it to each other.
Lahm.
Oh, goals all round.
There he is. There he is. Fantastic.
Rookie.
Southampton, your final away question.
I know.
Who was captain when Spain won the World Cup in 2010?
Puyol.
Right, yeah.
Carlos Puyol.
It was not. Puyol. Over to you.
Iker Casillas.
It was Casillas.
Cool.
There we are. Here we are. Do we have him lifting the trophy? Yes, we do, with his short sleeves. Look at that.
Shouldn't have jumped into that.
Casillas. Anything from you, Angelina? No, just the photo.
Just the photo.
The photo from Angelina. OK, that's the end of the first round. Angelina, what are the scores?
It currently stands at 6-3 to Southampton.
There we are. Currently 6-3. Southampton 6, Fulham 3. Round 2 is the Bravado round. Each question in this round is worth 3 points. I will ask the contestants a question and they will bid for how many correct answers they think they can give me. Whoever believes they can give me the most will have 90 seconds to name them, but crucially, if they fail to reach their number or give an incorrect answer, the opposition can steal the points by simply naming one correct answer. It's the Bravado round. Let's get on with the quiz. I want to know, how many Danes can you name who have scored at least 10 goals in the Premier League? There are 11 Danish players who have scored 10 or more Premier League goals. How many can you name? Don't need their first name. The last name is sufficient. You now have 20 seconds to have a chat with your partner before we start the bidding. That's how many Danes can you name who have scored at least 10 goals in the Premier League? 11 Danish players who've scored 10 or more Premier League goals. How many can you name? Don't need their first name. Last name is sufficient. You've got 5 more seconds. Danes.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think I've got 1 in my head, Angelina.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
OK, that's it. Your time is up. Southampton, we come to you first. How many do you think you can name?
Going to start conservative with 1.
You can say 1. I would go with 1 as well. 1. You can do any more than 1, Fulham.
We're going to reply with a massive 2.
They're going to go 2. They doubled it. They've gone with 2. Do you think you've got 3 inside you? Southampton.
Should we just do it? Otherwise they'll get it.
Shall I have a go?
Yeah, might as well. We'll go for 3.
You can go for 3. Fulham. Danish players. Name them.
Nah, they can have a go.
Okay, you're going to make them name them. Here we go. You have 90 seconds to name them once you give me an answer. Wait for me to repeat it, and then it will be locked in. You have 90 seconds for 3 Danish players, starting from now.
Christian Eriksen.
Christian Eriksen.
Poulsen.
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 Poulsen. Sorry. Poulsen.
Yeah. That's where we've got to start thinking.
Plenty of
about
time
other people.
to try and think of a Danish name.
Who's Danish? Was Daniel Agger Danish? He could have scored some.
Yeah. Should we go for that?
Was he Danish? I think he was. Daniel Agger.
Daniel Agger. There we are. There are your 3 Danish names. Angelina, how many did they get right? 1.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise
So you need to give me 1 Danish name that's on the list, and you steal the points.
Bentner.
Bentner. Nicholas Bentner. Angelina, is he on the list?
He is on the list.
He is on the list. Of course, he's on the list. Very, very good. Laudrup was my one. No, too early.
Is he on there?
Dansgaard.
So it was
yeah.
Poulsen and Agger that obviously were not on there. You could have had Henrik Pedersen, you could have had Klaus Jensen, Mikkel Beck, Rasmus Højlund, Philip Billing, Pierre-Emil Højbjerg, Alan Nielsen, Thomas Gravesen and Christian Norgard.
Very good. Okay, that was the end of Bravado round 1. Let's go on to Bravado round 2. And it is this. How many players can you name who have scored at least 6 own goals? At least 6 own goals in the Premier League. There are 10 players who have scored 6 or more own goals in the Premier League. How many can you name? This time I do need first name and last name. You now have 20 seconds to chat with your partner before we start the bidding. How many players can you name who have scored at least 6 own goals in the Premier League? There are 10 players who have scored 6 or more own goals in the Premier League. How many can you name? I need first and last name. Own goals. Trying to think.
Any ideas?
6 feels a lot.
It's a lot of goals.
6 feels like you're in the wrong job.
Yeah. Career reconsideration.
You know,
Yeah.
at 2, you think,
Yeah.
6. Okay. 5 seconds. Okay, your time is up. Fulham, coming to you first. How many do you think you can name?
3.
3. 3 of the 10 players. Southampton?
4.
You've got 4 in there. Okay. Fulham, any higher?
5.
5. You're going to go 5, bidding 5. Or do you want them to name them? Or can you name 6, Southampton?
Should we let them do it?
5. Shall we?
Yeah.
Go on
Okay,
then.
Off you go.
5. They're going for 5 players who've scored 6 or more own goals in the Premier League era. You have 90 seconds to name them once you give me an answer. Wait for me to repeat it, give the count, and it will be locked in. You have 90 seconds, starting from now.
Jamie Carragher.
Jamie Carragher, 1.
Richard Dunn.
Richard Dunn, 2.
Titus Bramble.
Titus Bramble, 3.
Laurent Koscielny.
Lauren Koscielny, 4.
I don't hate that at all. Should we go that?
Yeah.
Here it comes.
William Gallas.
William Gallas. It's your 5th answer.
I don't think that's right.
Here we go.
They look happy.
Angelina, how many did you get right? 2. Wow.
Savage.
Really, really bit off more than they could chew.
I don't think that's not right.
Yeah.
So, Southampton, I'll need you to name 1 player for me to steal the points.
Gonna go with Richard Dunn.
Richard Dunn. I'm afraid Richard Dunn has been said. You should have been listening, I've been told. So, bit of a shame. I'm going to say, my guess is Phil Jones. Is he on the list, Angelina?
Phil Jones is not on the list.
Oh, okay.
The guy just gets a bad rep.
I just gets a bad rep. Angelina, give me some.
It was Titus Bramble, Thomas Koscielny and William Gallas that were all incorrect. You could have had Lewis Dunk, Phil Jagielka, Martin Skirtle, Wes Brown, Seamus Coleman, Johnny Evans, Ryan Shawcross and Frank Sinclair.
There we are. All played a long time, didn't they? All played a long time. There we are. That's the end of the Bravado round. Angelina, what are the scores?
After that round, it's 6-all.
It's 6-all. It's so tight. Round 3 is the Guess Who round. In this round, I will give the teams clues. These could be about a player, a manager, a club, or even a stadium. And as soon as they think they know who or what I'm talking about, they can buzz in and have a guess. But if they get it wrong, they'll be locked out, and the other team can hear a full list of all the clues before giving an answer. There are 2 points per correct answer in this round. Let's play the Guess Who round. To start with, I want a player. This player started his professional career at Walsall. He then moved to Championship club Watford in 2010. He captained the team to promotion. Yes, Southampton.
Troy Deeney.
It is Troy Deeney. Very good.
Levels. Great knowledge.
Very good. And there he is. talkSPORT's own Troy Deeney. There we are. There he is. I spent some time at Cheltenham with him, and he was betting off course. Not even on the Cheltenham. All the horse racing in front of him, he was betting somewhere else. I don't think he knew he was.
That is amazing.
Here's another player. This player started his career at Vasco da Gama. In 1988, he moved to PSV Eindhoven. He scored 165 goals in 167 games in 5 seasons at the club. He moved to Barcelona for the... Yes, Southampton.
Ronaldo.
It is not Ronaldo. He moved to Barcelona. You get the rest of the answer. For the 1993-94 season and became part of Johan Cruyff's dream team. After 2 years at the Catalan club, he moved to Flamengo, followed by spells at Valencia, Fluminense and Vasco da Gama, where he scored his 1,000th goal. He then played in Qatar, America, Australia, before returning to Brazil and retiring. In 2024, aged 58, he came out of retirement for a second time and was registered as the player president for America RJ to play alongside his son. Any ideas?
I was about to guess something horrific. Joe saved me.
He tried to guess Pele, which I had to stop doing that.
1,000th goal for him.
I like that one.
Have you got an answer?
I think so. Romario.
It is Romario. Very, very good. Very good answering there. There he is. We all remember Romario. What a player he was. Beautiful. Okay, here's another player. This player was part of Manchester United's youth system and made his professional debut for the club in October '99, making 25 Premier League appearances. After spells at Royal Antwerp, Reading and Burnley, he signed for West Ham in 2004, played 1 season with the Hammers. He went on loan to Stoke, signed permanently in 2006. Fulham. Give me your answer.
Nah.
You don't know?
Guess something.
Bobby Savage, but it's not.
Robbie Savage, not Robbie Savage. I'll read the rest of the answer.
What do you think?
He signed for Norwich in 2007, then MK Dons in 2009. Went on to play over 200 times for the MK Milton Keynes club, winning their Player of the Season award in back-to-back seasons. After signing for his hometown club, Cambridge United, in 2014, he played in a 4th-round FA Cup tie against Manchester United and received a standing ovation from both sets of fans.
Matthew Upson.
It's not Matthew Upson. It is Luke Chadwick. Luke Chadwick, there he is. Played all over the place. Long career. Okay, here's a club. This club competes in Major League Soccer as a member of the Eastern Conference. They play at Bank of America Stadium, which it shares with NFL side Carolina Panthers. Galatasaray loaned out Wilf Zaha to this club.
Charlotte.
It is Charlotte City. Very, very good. There he is, Wilf Zaha.
Savage. Swear. Tim Reed plays.
Very nice. Here's another club. This team plays in the League of Ireland Premier Division. The club is known as the Red and White Army or the Candy Stripes. They play at the Brandywell Stadium. They're the only participant in the top tier of Irish football based in Northern Ireland. No? Yes?
The New Saints.
Not the New Saints. They're Welsh.
Shelbourne.
No, not Shelbourne. It is Derry City FC or Derry. There they are, Derry City Football Club. Who is this? After managing a variety of professional clubs in South America, this manager moved from River Plate to Spain in 2004 to manage Villarreal. In his first season, he finished third. In 2009, he moved to Real Madrid, where he managed for one season, finishing second to Barcelona with 96 points. He then moved to Malaga in 2010. Here we are.
Manuel Pellegrini.
It is Manuel Pellegrini. A very good answer. There he is. Angelina, what are the scores?
It is 10-all.
It's 10-all. Fulham v Southampton is 10-all. It's absolutely insane days. It's the stoppage time round. There'll be 90 seconds on the clock. I will ask you quick fire questions. If you think you know the answer, buzz in. It's 2 points for a correct answer, but if you get it wrong, you will lose a point. And to show you how serious that is, on the autocue, that is written in capital letters. You will lose a point if you buzz in and get it wrong. Are we ready? Let's get on with the quiz. Which England manager said, "Our country has been through difficult experiences in terms of unity. Sport, football in particular, has the power to help that"? Southampton.
Gareth Southgate.
It is Gareth Southgate. Who was the World Cup winning goalkeeper in 2014? Fulham.
Manuel Neuer.
It is Manuel Neuer. Who were Manchester United shirt sponsors in the 92-93 season? Southampton.
Sharp.
It is Sharp. What was Brighton's nickname before they became the Seagulls? Anybody? Southampton.
Eagles.
It was not the Eagles. It was the Dolphins. Which former Liverpool player is Switzerland's leading Premier League appearance maker? Fulham.
Shaqiri.
No, it was Stefan Ancho. Who scored Scotland's only goal at Euro 96? Anybody? Nope. talkSPORT's Ali McCoist. Which city did Portuguese side Firenze come from? Anybody? Nope. Faro. Which former Chelsea player scored England's first goal at the Euro 2004? Southampton.
Joe Cole.
It was not. Frank Lampard. What country did Saint Etienne come from? Fulham.
France.
It was France. Which club was Stephen Fryer director?
Norwich.
It was Norwich City. What is Port Vale's ground called? Southampton.
Vale Park.
It is Vale Park. And that is time up.
Well played.
Applause all round. No one knows the final scores except Angelina Kelly.
So that was pretty close, but the final score, Fulham finish on 13 and the winners with 16 points are Southampton.
Very good game. Well, very gracious applause there from Fulham. You don't go home empty-handed, Fulham. You go home with the talkSPORT football trivia game. There we are, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
There we are. What a final round. All I feel is when you buzz in and you lose the points, it's like, just don't buzz in.
But, we would have lost anyway. Got beat by 2 good quizzes.
You think? Very good quizzes. Don't forget Southampton, a very good Southampton team.
Very good.
Proud of yourselves?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Very
good.
proud.
Make up for the season, does it? Nearly.
yes.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Makes up for the season. Well done. We'll see you in the next round. That's it for another episode of the talkSPORT Cup. We will see Southampton in the second round. We'll see you next time.